Hello everybody, welcome to OCHD and welcome to another Kotodaman video. Today we are covering the bingo board for the Dandadan collaboration, which is currently going on. And these are relatively easy ones. Obviously, any of the ones that have a quiz or is a little bit harder, but this is a relatively easy one. First mission is to clear the daily stage of Okarun. This is the the gimme character of the event. They normally have at least one that's very easy to get to max luck, and he's the guy. If you clear the daily stage twice, there's 100 luck. It drops 50 luck each time, so he's maxed out. Not really maxed out because there is the extra skill. I think you need 150 luck to get the extra skill. So make sure you do that. But doing these missions will go a long way towards that, so it's fine. You can see me sort of umming and ahhing on this stage because I'm worried about the balloon debuff and all of this. It doesn't matter. It's an easy stage. Whether I let the balloons go off or not, it really wasn't going to make that much difference. But flexing my Oshinoko units, I guess, and avoiding the balloon debuff. And this daily stage also counts as the advanced stage, which is required for the second mission. So in theory, you could clear mission 1 and mission 2 just by doing this stage. Clear it once, come back the next day, clear it again. Mission 1 and 2 finished. But at least clear it once for mission 1, and then you can go and do the regular version of the stage. It's probably not even really worth doing the regular. Well, maybe it's worth doing once. You might get a reward. Yeah, you get 100 gems for doing it once. It's worth doing it once, so you might as well do it. At least one. But yeah, obviously we're aiming for 150 luck, even though the missions are only for 100, because you do want that extra skill unlock for him. I think it makes him immune to spikes, so obviously you don't want to miss out on that. And he's actually, like, for a free unit, like, he's not the worst. Like, sometimes they give them like a really difficult to use class, and they'll give them like hiragana that are not particularly useful. That's not the case here. He's got half decent hiragana to use. His skill set seems okay. You know, his class seems okay. So he's very much usable. So I think I did set off the balloon this time around, and I was like, oh no, it's gonna take 2 turns this time. But I don't think it did. And on this stage, I'm using a luck leader, but I don't really need to. Like it's only if you were gonna go farming on this stage rather than the daily one, because the daily one exists. This stage kind of doesn't have a reason to exist, unless I guess you wanted to do everything all in one day. But that's up to you. And yeah, as you can see, absolutely didn't even matter that I got the attack down. Maybe if I got both attack downs, it would have mattered. I don't know. But nice, easy 2 missions done. Mission 3, the fun one, is the quiz, as always. And you get the special free summon from the quiz, which we will do at the end of the video. That guarantees you a 4-star or 5-star Dandadan gacha unit. It's guaranteed to be a Dandadan. You got to do this first. Now, you need 2 answers correct. And as I always say, the questions are not always in the same order. They will be randomized within their sets. So if a question is in set 1, it will always be in set 1. But you don't know which position it will be in set 1. Same for set 2 and same for set 3. Not all these quizzes have a set 3. Sometimes it's just set 1 and 2. It depends. But this one does. And yeah, just obviously I will like put a list of them in the description as always, but they're also in the video. Worst case scenario, you can just sort of match up what you're seeing on my screen with what you're seeing on your screen. I mean, the video I've got linked in the description as well, which is a Japanese version of this, covering the quiz. That will also not necessarily be in the same order as yours. But yeah, I think it helps being able to see it on the screen and just being like, oh yeah, like this one particularly easy to match up the questions and the answers, because whenever there's a question that has an answer, there's only 4 hiragana. It doesn't give you any clue hiragana on the screen. And so if in a set there are multiple that only have 4, it's going to be harder to match it up. Simply because, you know, you have to answer, basically match up the question. You can't match up the answers. Luckily, in this one, there are a few that only have 4 hiragana, but they're all in different sets. So you shouldn't really have a problem with it, I don't think. And yeah, you only need 2. There's genuinely, there's no benefit for going for all 10. It's just bragging rights, so you can post it on Twitter. So as long as you can eke out 2 correct answers, you get the free summon and you get the tick on the bingo board, which we need both. But while this is going on, let's talk about this. So this collab, I said before that I suspected that they were doing some sort of Jump Plus thing, because it was Dandadan and Kaiju number 8 basically at the same time. And on top of that, just before, I think it was just before Kaiju number 8, they did a collab with Kindergarten Wars in the magazine. So it wasn't in the game, but Kindergarten Wars had a bonus chapter. It's a Jump Plus series. Technically not in the magazine, it's on the website. Kindergarten Wars had a collaboration chapter that actually showed, like, you know, pictures from the new story mode and everything in Kindergarten Wars, which was pretty cool. Now, Kindergarten Wars has just gone on a 2-month hiatus, or around 2-month hiatus, because it is entering its final arc. I think the chapter that dropped today, or a few days ago, whenever it dropped, it was like entering the final arc. We're going on a break. So, the Kindergarten Wars on a break. I really wouldn't be surprised if, as we come back from that break, we might see a collab trying to promote the series, which is interesting because most of the time the collabs do sort of focus on anime over manga. I mean, think about it. A lot of the characters are voiced, so how they going to swing that for manga characters? I don't know. They could just not voice them and then wait until the anime comes out. Or I do believe there was some speculation about an anime for Kindergarten Wars at some point, but I don't think anything official's come out. So I'm not too sure, like, if that could be one of the next collabs or not. But I think definitely anything in Jump Plus, especially if it has an anime, has to be at least for consideration, you know? We've done Chainsaw Man, but they could always do a Chainsaw Man 2. We've done Spy Family. Could always do a Spy Family 2. I'm trying to think of some other Jump Plus series, but they have covered like a decent chunk of them. But yeah, I guess the issue, the big sort of catch that might prevent it is whether it's got an anime or not. And I don't know how many things they've done where it's like it doesn't have an anime, but we still could. Like, they've done video games, I guess, and stuff like that. But I don't know. It'll be interesting. We shall see. But anyway, there's the quiz done. There was all 10, and as I said before, you don't need all 10, but you know, just doing it so you can see how to get all 10. Now, mission 4: clear the first stage of the Dandadan Story event one time. This is very easy. The story events always are. The other stages of the story events open over the course of the event, so they're not all initially available. But the first stage is available. And as you can see here, I didn't really know what it was sort of asking me to spell out, so I just sort of put a combo in that I knew would get me 4 specials and hope for the best. And on a stage this easy, that's not going to be an issue. You can actually see, look how small her health bar is. That's kind of they don't normally do it that small unless it's like a, you know, one of the like mooks on the side, not the actual boss of the stage. Very easy mission. Very, very easy mission. Mission 5. Get transformed Okarun to max luck, as I mentioned before. Get him to max luck. Just 2 clears at a daily stage. or, you know, clear the other stage. Make sure you clear the other stage at least once. But yeah, easy enough. You do just need to get enough copies to get him to max luck. We are aiming for 150. Remember this, 150. Some of the other event characters also have that, the stretch goal for an extra skill. And I can understand, like, farming some of those is kind of annoying, so I can understand why you might not go for that. But for Okarun, it's so easy. That's such an easy setup. You should definitely go for it. So mission 5 done. Mission 6. Challenge the Serpoians, or Serpoaliens, or Serpo Saiyajin, or just Serpo. Daily stage 1 time. Now, this is not the most difficult stage. Luckily, I don't think they put any of the hard stages in here. They could have done. Did they put the crab? I don't think they put the crab demon one in. I don't think they put the Acro Silky stage in. Both of those stages were a little bit harder than this one. So I don't know, but you can see I'm getting used to this Okarun, and I think I just put Deco in there for fun. I put another collab unit in there. If you don't recognize the first unit in the set there, that's like the Lollipop. He's like a collaboration with is it Bazooka Candy? So he's got like a lollipop sword or something. So I thought, you know what? Is it like a pusher pop or something like that? It did no damage. It did no damage. But I don't know if I maxed him out or not. I can't remember. He was only there because he was blue, and he resisted the debuffs of the stages. But you absolutely, even with a max luck lead, you can do this in 1 turn. I just put out a particularly weak showing there. I have since done it. You can do it in 1 turn. You also don't need to use a luck lead. You can just use whatever you need to beat the stage. Just do it, because it's going to be easier using a special unit or something like that as the leader. You're going to do a lot more damage. So you can see that I'm not really the bomb counter is long enough that I'm not really worried about it. It's probably not going to be able to kill me. The spikes do a little bit of damage, I think, but I got a couple of units that resist the spikes, so not a big deal. Getting combos with blue and white units should not be hard, because those are the 2 types of units that are strong against this opponent. So yeah, I felt pretty comfortable at this stage. I never felt like I was in any real danger. And yeah, 2 turns. I could have done it in 1. I should have done it in 1, but whatever. 2 turns, job done. Mission 6 cleared. Onwards to mission 7. This is the search for the golden balls stage, which is a somewhat unique daily stage. We don't normally have one like this. It's asking you to spell out a word, but you don't have to. You could just whether you do or don't, the stage is still quite easy. And I do believe the word is asking you to spell out is golden balls or family jewels or something along those lines. And as always, you can see what I've done here is just completely ignore what's on the rest of the combo and just set up my own 4 combo, because I know it'll get me enough damage. I don't really care. It should be easy enough. Yeah, you need to beat Okarun and Momo, so there was a little bit of a concern when I first went into the stage whether I was doing enough damage to kill 2 units. But after that first hit, I thought, you know what? No, we're probably good. we're probably going to be alright. Even the free unit, I think her name's Nehloop or something like that. Even she almost killed Momo in 1 hit. So yeah, not a problem. To be honest, the max luck leads, they are helpful on certain stages, but it's you really don't need to use them that often. Stages like this, you're not going to get an extra golden ball. So anyway, the golden ball is a summon. It goes to your gift box after you clear the stage, and you can do the summon. You're probably thinking, great, get myself a Dandadan unit. Nice, and then for free? That's awesome. Not exactly. You get a bunch of evolvers, which, by the way, is great, because there's so many characters you need to evolve in this game. But you also get some golden fishies from the Dandadan event. Let's go! Those are actually good, to be fair. But no, you're not going to be getting the gacha units for free, I'm afraid. Then next up, we have the Dandadan Rank EXP Key Quest. If you're unfamiliar with these quests, you get given the keys at the start of the event. That's not always the case. Sometimes it's like a day-by-day login. But in this event, you get all the keys at the start. And you just have to go in and clear it. It's going to give you a question. So it's like, what is... In this case, it doesn't say it, but basically it's saying, what is Okarun short for? And in this case, it's Occult Mania or Occult Maniac. You get that 7, and you've definitely beat the stage, because the bomb will go and attack the enemy and defeat them. You can just brute force it. You can look up a guide online if you need to. These stages, when you clear them, they give a lot of rank EXP, and you could do each stage twice. It'll give you 2 keys, in case you somehow mess up. And I mean, it's worth doing those stages, especially because if you do all the ones with the standard colored keys, you will get the rainbow keys, and there's a stage at the end, you do the rainbow key stage. And a bunch of EXP for your account, bunch of level ups, bunch of free stamina, cool stuff. Now, what I'm doing here, the fun part, Mission 9 is a story stage. Now, I had to clear some like preamble stages, I guess you'd call them. They're all just cutscenes, really. And then we get to stage 7. So, stage 7, not too hard, luckily. One of the debuffs is the hammer debuff, which we've talked about before. I do not have many units that deal with the hammer debuff. I've got like 1, 2, maybe. Not a lot. Which puts me, in theory, at a slight disadvantage. As always, I'm going to target the guy on the right, because of the way the attack order works in this game. That felt like the most natural thing. Now, with the hammers, you combo through them. If you do not do enough damage to the hammer to get rid of it, then it will attack you. If you do enough damage to get rid of it, it will fly over and attack the enemy. So that's cool. And so I've included my one, I think my one hammer resist unit in the game. And that is the Kaiju number 8. It was technically a page unit, the Kaiju number 8 page unit. But whether I used him or not, I don't think the damage it does is really that consequential. And I think even standard combos through this would have gotten rid of it. So, really wasn't that much of a concern. Can't lie. And there goes the hammer. Whoa. Didn't do that much damage to him. So I doubt it would have done much damage to me. AoE units are always great for stages like this, because if there was any doubt you were going to kill the guys on the side, that doubt is gone. They are gone. And yeah, right now he's got a barrier up, so we're not doing too much. But as we've cleared all of the, you know, the bomb and the hammer and all that stuff, puts him back on, but weakens himself. And at this point, killing him is basically a formality. You could say that the hiragana on the screen might mess you up. You might not have the right setup to get a good combo here. Yeah, I don't think it really matters. And you can see now, I was thinking about it, and the game just gave me a suggestion. And I thought, you know what? Great idea. Thanks for the suggestion. I appreciate it. Now, I think I do get rid of the hammers. So, I don't actually know how much damage the hammers do, if they do hit you. But I would assume not for much. That's just a guess. But I would assume not for much. I got rid of bombs because I think you only need to do, like, combos with red units. Not hard. And, yeah, Gojo's just dealt with that. By the way, Gojo, I know that looks strong. I don't think he was that strong. I think the opponent was just very weak. But mission complete. Bingo board complete. Let's go. So you get your 1,000 gems, which we love it. We appreciate it. But as I mentioned before, you will also get a free summon, guaranteed to be a Dandadan unit. 4-star, 5-star is about 95% chance to be a 4-star, about 5% chance to be a 5-star. As far as I know, all of the gacha Dandadan units are available. So if you get a 5-star, you could get the special unit. I don't know. I've never done it. I've never got the special unit before. Let's find out. Maybe this is the time. 4-star summon. You can see it's not the time because I didn't get the special animation. And yeah, it's a 4-star. That guy voiced by Gintaki, by the way. I only found that out today. Anyway, that's good though for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.